गजानन अनेकदं तं भक्तानाम् एकदन्तम् उपास्महे ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे कृष्णं कमलपत्राक्षं पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनं वासुदेवं जगद्योनिं नौमि नारायणं हरिम् ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येम अक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यसेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ अग्ने नयसुपथा राये अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुरानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठां तेन मुक्तिं विधेम ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्रा चक्षुः श्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोतु अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ. So today is a very auspicious day in Vaisakha Masam. We are having the opportunity of trying to make prayer to Sri Venkateshwara Swami, who is on the Seshadri Sekhara Vibhu, who is on the Seshadri mountain among the 7 mountains, and so he is taken to be the Kali Yuga Devata, Kalau Venkatanayakaha. That is what has been established by all people. Therefore, even today, to have darshan of Lord Venkateshwara, thousands of people are visiting per day and they're making their prayers, and God is live, that he is attending to the prayers of various people because he is Vishnu himself, but now independent. There is no Padmavati with him immediately next to, but she is there in Almel Vangapuram, but he is alone and stationed in the uphills, and he is looking after so many people. And since so many centuries, this Venkatanatha is good. But apart all said and done, when you come to the question of Suprabhatam Stotram, where you are considering him to be a child only, requires a wakefulness. So that's what is that. And especially the first sloka chosen is one which has been composed or given by Valmiki Maharshi in Balakanda. Vishwamitra Maharshi will have a compliment and a praise to Rama and Lakshmana sleeping, asking them to get up. So that when the moment they get up, they have got a lot of work to do with. So that's why the first sloka of the Venkateshwara Suprabhatam is from Ramayana, but anyway, the poet who has written this particular stotram, which has become very popular, everybody, lakhs of people all over the globe will play Suprabhata stotram in their houses, YouTube running and all that for 19 minutes or so. depends. Why? Because the Venkatramana is able to remove all our vame. Vame means sin. Vame means doshas. Vame means calamities. Vame is something that will hinder our prosperity and that will also cause us unhappiness. Klesha. So, Kleshanashakaha Paramatma Mahavishnu. But so we have that slokams 24 or so, which are written by that poet long back. And even today, we have that stotra is live. See, soon after Sainotsavam, we have got this one right in the morning at 3:30 or 3 o'clock around. We find the Venkateshwara Suprabhatam being on, and all over the Tirumala, Suprabhatam is being heard. So people get up, go for darshan, and do all that. So this is what would happen about why so much. And there are so many stotras describing the Venkateshwara Mahatmya and Venkateshwara Anugraha and all these things we have got. So now, not we have already started the Venkateshwara Suprabhata Stotram study and also explaining, because when we know the meaning of this Suprabhata Stotram, we will just get a handful of appreciation and also the qualities of Venkataramana, because he is called differently: Venkata Isha, Venkataramana, Venkatanatha, and so on. So this Isha, Natha, Ramana, all these tags to the aspect of Vem Kata, of work. Kata is to Nasha, Kata is to cut out. So that is that. So we have done, but anyway, for sake of continuation, I just read those 10 slokas and then go to the next slokas and explain to you. And moreover, there is an atmosphere created. Actually, when you make the baby or anybody to wake up, you should not be harsh towards them. You should have a very, very imperative outlook and love them and see that they feel happy at the morning with such type of wakeful words. See, not out of anger throwing water over the face or anything like that. No, they should be very pleasant one. That pleasantness is being marked in the very first loka, saying, talking about the wakefulness at the same time, what has happened in the atmosphere, and again reminding the duty that one he has got to do that per day, because day is important. And Surya Bhagavan, he will not wait for anybody. He will just rise up on time. He will set himself on time, and therefore we have to be also as regular, as important, as regular, as disciplined as Surya Bhagavan, because Surya is one who goes on in the horizon with his speed, and Pasyan Janmani Surya. He will be keeping on looking at all the Janma of each and everybody. Whether it's a Deva Janma or Manushya Janma or Pasu Janma, no matter. He will be watching the Janma, the birth, the growth, and then annihilation or ending. So therefore, that Surya Bhagavan gets up, and that portion is called as the Anha, that is daylight. So as daylight saving time, if you get up early, 6 o'clock or even before Brahmi Muhurtam, you will have more gain and you will be fresh to do it. I just read now, we're not talking, but when it comes to that, Om Sri Venkateshaya Namaha Kalyanadbhutagatraya Kamitarthapradayine Srimad Venkatanathaya Srinivasaya Mangalam. I read in such a manner so that if you have got text with you, you may just check, because where you have got to split is important. See, while reading, you should read in such a manner that you understand the word, and also you others who are listening to you also are understanding. So that is the proper way of pathanam. So Venkateshwara Suprabhata Pathanam, as you call it, or Gadyam, or Lakshmi Gadyam. So many stotras are there. In fact, there are people who have made uh, sub, uh, the collection of all the Venkateswara stotras have been put in one book form. The editor being the Manda Krishna Srikant Sarma. He has done a wonderful job, and he has brought all those stotras of Venkatramana at one place, and therefore this is a very convenient things to have it on hand. And now I'm reading Om Kausalya Supracharama Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishtha Narasardula Kartavyam Daivamanhikam Uttishtha Uttishtha Govinda Uttishtha Garudadhvaja Uttishtha Kamalakanta Trailokyam Mangalam Kuru. So in the second sloka you observe, get up, get up, get up. So there is a three times, so that three or four times, and which will that repetition is a part of request, and he is being addressed as Govinda and Garudadhvaja and Kamalakanta. This is very important because Govinda is his job. Garuda Dhwaja is the Vahanam being Garuda, the Vahanam being also mentioned and prayed, and Dhwaja is the pillar, victory pillar. So to say that all the victory, all movements, everything Paramatma, Vishnu will do with the help of the Garuda. In fact, the Rama Sarmagaru, he was responsible to unearth the Garuda Vigraha long, long years, when you have earth inside the Bhumi, nobody knows, in a village, and people have brought it up and they want to build a temple for Garuda because he is one who removes all kinds of poisons. Visham means poison, and Visha will never fail in life. And those people who have got that Visha problem or Vishajwaram chronic situation, and Garuda Deva will be able to remove. Even Lalita Parameswari also is one, as said by Shankaracharya in Saundarya Garuda Iva in 20th sloka. So removing all the chronic complaints that people suffer with a prayer to the Swastra is called as Swastina Swachyo Arishtanemihi. So Vishnu and Garuda, they are both go together, and therefore he is taking the word Garuda Dhwaja. Garu is the Visham Dhwaja. Da Sesta Dhamsakaha. And then Kamalakanta also, he is the husband of Kamala. So the Kamala Kanta has so many meanings, but still Kamala is Lakshmi. She is the husband of Lakshmi, and what he should get up after having got up, Trailokyam Mangalam Kuru. So you please fetch or bring Manga Lam to all people. Manga is auspiciousness, positivity, prosperity. La is to provide bestow, and Kuru is just. So, what is the job of Paramatma when he is woken up? He has to keep on providing positivity and avoiding the negativity and make all people happy because he is a Kamalakanta. That means he actually Surya Bhagavan, he is able to blossom up, give happiness for the Kamalas, the lotuses. Lotus is a wonderful flower. And again, next we go to the description of the Padmavati, Lakshmi Devi, Gruha Lakshmi. Actually, we have to have first compliments to be made for Ammavaru, the Gruha Lakshmi. So we have got that Mata Sagas Samasta Jagatam Madhukaita Bhare Vaksho Viharini Manohara Divyamurte Sri Sritajanapriyadhanasile Sri Venkatesha Dayite Tava Suprabhatam. तव सुप्रभातमरविन्दलोचने भवतु प्रसन्नमुखचन्द्रमण्डले विधिशङ्कर इन्द्र वनिताभिरर्चिते वृषशैलनाथदयिते दयानिधे. So these slokas are in praise of Lakshmi Devi. Separately, we have got bigger Lakshmi Gadyam. If you just take a contrast between Srinivasa Gadyam and Lakshmi Gadyam is longer than the Srinivasa Gadyam because Lakshmi has got more jobs to do on, and therefore that you observe Samasta Jagatam Mataha. She is the mother giving rise for all beings in the world. That's why Vasudhaika Kutumbam, she is said to be the Kutumbini. And in all Devi Stotras, you observe that kind of universality of motherhood. In Lalita Sahasranamam, you see Sri Mata. All Matas are there, but that Srikara is especially permanently attributed to Amma because she is above all Ammas. That's what Potana says, Ammalagannayamma. Ante Ammalagannayamma. ఈ పరమేశ్వరి ఎవరు అంటే ఎవరు ಅಂದರೆ షీ ఈస్ ది వన్ హూ హ్యాస్ గివన్ రైజ్ ఫర్ ది బర్త్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్యూమరబుల్ మదర్స్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ది క్రియేషన్. సో దట్స్ వై సమస్త జగతాం ఫర్ ఆల్ జగ మీన్స్ జా అండ్ గ. జా మీన్స్ జన్మ, గ ఈస్ మరణం. సో దిస్ వరల్డ్ భూలోకం ఈజ్ a ద్వంద్వం. Those who visit Bhulokam must exit. Those who exit must come back again to Bhulokam. And in between, what is that which makes them to come back? It is only karma. So karma is one, and it requires long time for us. So Sarirani Chame Yagnena Kalpantam. We make a prayer in Nam Chamakam addressed to Rudra. Aya, we have had so many janmas, so many sariras, and all of them must be prosperous before and after and now. Therefore, here she is the mother, she is the giving rise, protector, nurse, and all that is there, Jagatam. And moreover, Madhu and Kaitava are the two Rakshasas, and Madhu Kaitavharehe. So, Hari is the Shatru, Madhu Kaitavha, and these are the two first Rakshasas, and they are also the children of Vishnu, and because from Vishnu's Kivimala that Madhukaitavas were generated, and therefore that he is a enemy for gods, but now she is interested in the gods only. Madhukaitava Ari is Satru, so she Madhukaitavharehe and Uttishta Kamalakanta and Vaksho Viharini Manohara Divyarmurte. So she is there, taken her seat on the chest of Amavaru. See, when you go to Tirupati, Tirumala, or any Venkateshwara Swami temple, there won't be electrical lights and all that. So with the oil lamp, Karpura Harati, or whatever Harati we do, the Purohit will show us Bhudevi, Sri Devi. So Bhudevi, Sri Devi are there on the chest portion occupying. Therefore, she is said to be Vaksho Viharini. And she always takes pleasure to be in the heart of that is the relationship between husband and wife, that they are inseparable as long as their breath is life upon this earth. And that is what is our Sanatana Dharmam. See, that is exactly, we get it done through the Brahmi Vivaham. So, the Brahmi Vivaham means that will stand a long rope, long way. It is not only, that's why, Vaksho Viharini and Manohara Divyamurte. So, Ammavaru, though she has got, she's abstract and Rupam, but what is that? She is Divya, that is divine. And Manohara is also too important. She will just draw our attention. Looking at Lakshmi, who will not like her? Everybody likes her. And moreover, when Samudra Mathanam took place, after all gifts, Lakshmi came up from the Ksirasagaram, and when Ammavaru came up, and everybody was so happy, Sampadas. She is the very embodiment of providing all sorts of happiness to people. Arogyam, Vruddhi, Bhagyam, and Saubhagyam, everything she will do it. So when she came up, all gods were happy, and even Rakshasas were happy, Asuras are also happy. They celebrated Lakshmi Pattabhishekam, and they coronated her. After all that, Indra also looked at her, but the Narayana, the moment she came out from the Samudra Mathanam, then Vishnu, who is the project manager, thought, I must have her as my wife. Indra and other gods scented that desire of the project manager Mahavishnu, and immediately they celebrated Lakshmi Narayana Vivaham, and that's how she is one attracting the attention of Mahavishnu. Therefore, her Murti is Divyam, her Murti is Manoharam, and that's why Sri Swamini Srita Jana Priya Dana Sile. So she has the character and conduct mainly in order to please her husband and also those devotees who approach her, who praise her, who devote themselves. And for them, she will give whatever gifts that they want. That's why Narayana Anugraha she will do it, and also Devata Anugraha she will do it, and Manusha Anugraha also she will do it. Therefore, here you see that gentleman, that poet put it as Sri Swamini Srita Jana Priyadanadana Sile. So, first of all, she loves her husband, Mahalakshmi, Padmavati. But unfortunately, what to do means, because she has committed to be also to be in favor of the devotees. Therefore, in Sahasranamam or Namam, she gets the kirti as Chalayai Namaha Om, Chanchalayai Namaha Om. So she is always Chala, mobile, moving, perambulating. And also Chanchala Andre, quickly she will be going to Vishnu, coming back to Bhaktas. So she is settling between the Vaikuntha and Bhuloka, or any loka for the matter. Therefore, that is her. That's why Lakshmi cannot stay with people for long time. And therefore, people are advised by Shankaracharya that please don't go fascinated by sampadas. Narayana Smriti is only sampada. He says, Lakshmi hi toya taranga bhanga chapala ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. See, toya taranga bhanga, that is, as you see the waves in the ocean or in the water, so fickle are the Lakshmi, so unstable. It will be stable, becomes unstable. Therefore, Ammavaru Sritajana Sridhana Sile, and who is this ultimately Ammavaru is Sri Venkatesha Dayite. Amma, you are the Dayita or wife, consort or well-lived wife of consort of Mahavishnu. So for you also, first good morning. So the good morning is most important. If you say good morning to one body, then others will be unhurt. So first good morning goes to the Gruhalakshmi. So Tava Suprabhatam. And again they repeat it. So Uttishta is okay. But ultimately he said, the next sloka number 4, where Amavaru is being further described, because her grace is important. If Gruhalakshmi is there, then everything gets successful and favorable. Therefore, here, Aravindalochane Tava Suprabhatam. Amma, she is Aravindalochana. She's called Kamalakshi. She is also called Lolakshi and Chanchalakshi, etc. So her eyes are important. But Aravinda is the most beautiful flower, lotus. So a lotus and Shabda held Darshana, you will get to know that so many symbolism is there, so much of message is there in the word lotus, and its fragrance, its color, its number of extension, that is petals, and its growth and where it is worn. All lotuses are out from the mire only, not in pure water. You can't grow lotuses in pure water. Therefore, Aravinda Lochanam is very beautiful, bright, brilliant, attractive eyes that she has got. Let me say that her looks are very compassionate, affectionate, and all that. To such Devi Lakshmi Prabhatam. So it is early day has begun, and not simply Prabhatam. Generally say good morning. We don't say morning. If you say morning, people are unhappy. ಏನು ಅಷ್ಟಕೋಪ ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ. ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಮೈಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ವಿನಯವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಓ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಅನ್ನಬೇಕು, ನಿಮಗೂ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ಆ ದಟ್ ಗುಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಶಬ್ದ ಇನ್ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ವರ್ಡ್ ಸು. ಸುಖಂ, sushtu, sutaram. All these are the signification or meanings for the word su, for the upasarga su in Sanskrit. That is, you can say sutaram prabhatam, sushtu prabhatam. And so like that it is that mukhaja. So suprabhatam. And moreover, prasanna mukha chandra mandale. See, prasanna chandra is important. That is purna chandra. When you find the Chandra Bhagavan to be completely bright and Shodasakalamaya Chandraha Paurnamyam. So on Paurnami day, Purna Chandra Nibhanana anta కాంప్లిమెంట్ లలితా సహస్రనామాలే. సో అమ్మవారి యొక్క ముఖము ఎలా ఉంటుంది అంటే పూర్ణచంద్రుడి యొక్క కాంతితో పూర్ణచంద్రులాగా ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ సో ముఖ చంద్ర ఈజ్ ది మెటఫర్. హర్ ఫేస్ was just like that of the full moon. And a mandala andre the entire Chandra mandala, the entire mandalam, entire rays, all the 16 colors of happiness are being seen on her face. And moreover, you cannot see any trace of anger in her. Rather, it is said prasanna. We always go for the prasanna swarupam of Paramatma, that they will be able to attend to our prayer and give us all that. So it is said, prasanna Anjaneya, prasanna Ramachandra, prasanna Ganesha, prasanna. This word prasanna, that means very kind, obliging, favorable, supporting, and causing us happiness. So prasanna mukha chandra mandale bhavatu. And so moreover, she is very important because almost all the very important VVIPs of the gods, they also try to sit and look at her and make her prayer and wish her good morning. Who are those people? The ladies belonging to Vidhi, Shankara, Indra, and all other gods. So ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ Vidhi is Brahmadeva. Vidhi Vanita is Saraswati. And Shankara Vanita is Parvati. Indra Vanita is that is also Lakshmi Swarupam, Indrani. So Indrani, all these, and Indrani is mentioned because Indra is the king of all gods. So the Raja Patni, Maharaj Patni, ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಕೂಡ ಮುಗ್ಗುರು ಆರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಚಿತೆ. ಸಿ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸಾಧನಾಸ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಆರ್ ಹೈಯರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅರ್ಚನಾ. ಇನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಎ ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ ಆನ್ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮಂ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಹಿಂದೂ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ Indianapolis, where we had some speakers to explore the beauty and meaning and significations, etc. of Vishnu Sahasranamam. So work and worship, because Vishnu Sahasranam is one where you find sadhana, sampat. That's why here also, here you got archite, archana, to show, to recognize the honor and worship her. And basically, who is this? Vrushasaila Dayita. So people are reminding that she is a Venkateshwara Dayita, and now here Vrushasaila Dayita. When Vrushasaila Dayita Anavaga, we have another mountain. So Natha is the owner, Natha is the leader. So she is one who is the consort of that great ruler. And so Vrishanatha Sailajite and Dayanidhe. She is the Karuna Samudra, and Aparavada Daya Samudra she is. In fact, there was one book written on the Daya. So Daya itself is a big subject. Daya and compassion, kindness, and all those things are there. So that will really be a gain for all of us. Therefore, our Shakespeare is so great that he compares the kindness to milk. So one of his dramas, he puts milk of kindness ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. The great people are not only in India, the great minds are born all over the world. That's why we have got a plenitude of knowledge and literature in various languages also. So here, Nidhi means the reservoir. So she is the reservoir of the entire compassion. In other words, is Karuna Samudra. So Karuna Samudra, you don't know in how many forms, how many ways the compassion is being shown by the divine people. See, that's why Karuna Samudra. In fact, any nama you take it, all Devata namas contains Karuna to be immense with them. Karuna, and also Karuna Rasasagara, and so on. So here Dayanidhe Vrishanatha Dayite Tava Suprabhatam. Take it like that. And now from fifth stanza and onwards, now Venkateshwara Swami comes into prominence, and whatever prayer that is done to Venkatramana applies to his wife also, because Dampati Sandre, Dam means house. So both the woman and man, when come into marriage tie, they are the two wheels of the samsara ratha. Therefore, if the husband is praised, behind the wife also is praised. There is no separation. That's why in our Nadaveda Jena Kendra, for some time we used to call only the Pandits and honor them on the stage. But that did not run long time. But somebody suggested, why you make the wife of the Pandit or scholar sit on the audience and him only on the stage? No, it's not right. Don't separate. Both you bring and honor both on the stage and explain all of that. So that practice has been there in our Kendra for the past 25 years and more, so that we have more than 170 people who we have honored, all like that. Because Dampati Puja, Suvasani Puja, all these things are gain for people who ever pay attention for that. Therefore, from fifth sloka onwards, Venkatramana Swami has been made the target, and he cannot be just to wake up out of anger and things like that. You have to tell that there are so many people waiting to serve him with all the puja dravyas, worship him with all puja dravyas. And the entire atmosphere right in the morning, Prabhata Kale, how pleasant, happy it will be. So Valmiki Maharshi in Balakanda says, how was the river water of the Sarayu Nadi to bathe in which he was going? It was just like Prasannambu Sanmanushya Manoyatha anta heltare. That is right in the morning, A good man's mind will be so prasanna and pleasing, blessing. So, like that, also the water of the river right in the morning will be so pleasant. How, like that, there is a kind of pleasantness in the atmosphere. And now you see the description of the all people. And in the next slokas, 5 and all that. Atriyadi sapta rushaya समुपास्य सन्ध्याम् आकाशसिन्धुकमलानि मनोहराणि आदाय पादयुगम् अर्चयितुं प्रपन्नाः शेषाद्रिशेखरविभो तव सुप्रभातम् पञ्चानन अब्ज भव षण्मुखवासवाद्याः त्रैविक्रम आदिचरितं विबुधाः स्तुवन्ति भाषापतिः पठति वासरशुद्धिमारात् शेषाद्रिशेखरविभो तव सुप्रभातम्. Look at the Seshadri Sekhara Vibho Tava Suprabhatam is almost a Pallavi, which is the last line for so many slokas that follow up here. And afterwards we see the change of that. So this we have got to understand in the first 3 lines only what is the wealth that is waiting to offer to Paramatma, and who are the people who have come ready with flowers and all those things, not with empty hands. Actually, our Sanatan Dharma, our culture is you cannot go to visit a rogi, a patient in the hospital or elsewhere, and a gruhastha, and also a temple, devasthanam. So whenever you plan to go to these places, carry something in your hand, offer to them. That is important. That's why here also all these rishis, beginning from Atri Maharshi and Atri, Vishwamitra, Bharadwaja, these are all the Sapta Rishis, all the 7 rishis, and what they are all waiting at your door. They are not just running up immediately. Samupasya Sandhyam. So Sandhya Upasana Madidare, Sandhya Vandanam. So the Sandhya Vandana Madi, making Namaskara to Sandhya, and then they have come to your feet, your place. So Sandhya Vandana is a primary duty, such that one becomes eligible to perform any Devata Karya after Sandhya Vandanam. And Sandhya Vandanam will be a strength and a duty mandatory for all people. In fact, in Kakinada, I happened to see the grouse of a Purohit because normally in Andhra Pradesh, people fix muhurtas sometime or 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock or something, quite early in the morning. So the Purohit was telling, Sir, ఏం ಮಾಡಲಿ ನಾವು ఏం చేయాలండి ఈ ముహూర్తాలు అలా పెట్టారు ఇక్కడ ఒక్కొక్కసారి అండ్ సంధ్యావం లేకుండా వచ్చి పెళ్లి చేసి వస్తుంది అని అది బాధ. సో బట్ ది ప్రైమరీ థింగ్ ఈస్ దట్ దే హ్యావ్ టు డూ సమ్ సంధ్యా పూజ and come back, because Sandhya begins right from 3 o'clock. So Pratha Sandhya begins from 3 o'clock and onwards. Therefore, Upasya is Avjya. They have completed the Sandhya Vandanam, and all the Sapta Rishis have done Sandhya Vandanam. That's the most important point that we have got to note down. Oh, Rishis Adre Parvailla, they can skip anta antare. Now skip madbodu. But those are disciplined, because basically all rishis are committed to dharma and tapas. Valmiki Maharshi says in Valmiki Ramayana, so Rishayaha dharma tapobhikama. All rishis are committed to dharma, committed to tapaha, acharana. Therefore, the Atri, Bharadwaja and Vasishtha, all these rishis have done their Sandhya Vandanam, and they have brought to worship your feet. But what is that they brought? Manoharani Akasha Sindhu Kamalani Adaya. So the Akasha Sindhu is Ganga river. ಸೊ ಆ ಗಂಗಾ ನದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದ ಕಮಲ ಪುಷ್ಪಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಿನ್ನ ಪಾದಾರ್ಚನೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕಮಲಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲವ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಪುಷ್ಕರೇಕ್ಷಣ ಪುಷ್ಕರಮಾಲಾ ಅಲಂಕೃತ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪುಷ್ಕರ is also kamalas. So they brought a large number of kamalas. Moreover, you observe Akasha Sindhu. Sindhu is a river, and kamalas will be in bud form. But if they are blossomed, or you can see them. But generally, people bring that and they try to blossom it up and then offer to the feet of Paramatma. We remember whenever we do Narayaniyam on some program in our Veda Adhyayana Kendra, some people used to bring kamalas to offer to the feet of Narayana, Guru Ayurappan, and all people. So that is the best flower that they could like. And so Akasha Sindhu Kamalani, how are the Manoharani? ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಆಹ್ಲಾದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. See, when look at them, you feel happy. The very darshanam of Kamalam is really a matter of happy. It is as good as viewing Lakshmi Devi. So, and Adaya, why they have brought it? Padayugam archayitum prapannaha. They all came here in order to worship your feet. Padayugam, 2 feet, left and right. Archayitum is avyaya, to respect and to do worship. And more prapanna, the prapanna is one of the stages in bhakti. So ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಆಗಲಿ ಅಯ್ಯವಾರು ಪ್ರಪನ್ನಾರ್ತಿ ಹರಹ ಪ್ರಪನ್ನಾರ್ತಿ ಹರೇ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ದೇವಿ ಪ್ರಪನ್ನಾರ್ತಿ ಹರೇ ಪ್ರಸೀದ, ಪ್ರಸೀದ ದೇವಿ ವಿಶ್ವೇಶ್ವರಿ ವಿಶ್ವೇಶ್ವರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ದುರ್ಗಮ್ಮಗೆ, ಲಲಿತಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ, ಶಿವನಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪ್ರಪನ್ನ ಶಬ್ದ ಈಸ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೇದಾಂತಿಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ you have to completely surrender to the feet of Paramatma. That's exactly what otherwise called as Sashtanga Namaskaram. So Sashtanga Namaskaram, the most important angas in our body which have got to be disciplined and submitted to the feet of Paramatma are the crest, head, then the face, the eyes, ears, feet, etc. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ಮುಚ್ಚತೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಅಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆವಾಗ ಪ್ರಪನ್ನಾಹ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ವಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮೆನಿ ಶ್ರೀ ವೈಷ್ಣವಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಸಾಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೆಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಉರಸ ಶಿರಸ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯ ಮನಸ ವಚಸ ತಥಾ. So, padbhyam, karabhyam, karnabhyam, pranamaha. So, these members of our body have got to be completely surrendered to the feet of Paramatma. That's what he is saying, prapannaha. And so, the Seshadri Sekhara Vibho, he is the Vibhu, he is the overlord of the Seshadri mountain. So, to you, Suprabhatam. And again, after that, we have got another important set of gods who have come there. Apart from the Rishis, even the gods have come and stand in wait. Who are the gods? Most importantly, that have come are, in this next sloka, you observe. And what are they doing? Panchanana Abjabhava Shanmukha Vasavadhyaha Traivikrama Adicharitam Vibudhastuvanti Bhashapatihi Pathati Vasara Suddhimaratu Seshadrisekhara Vibho Tava Suprabhatam. So here Panchananaha. So Panchanana, Abjabhava, Brahmadeva, Panchanana, Shiva, and Shanmukha, Shiva, or you can take Panchanana Ganapati, Panchama Ganapati, or Adhyayana, anybody you can take it. And Shanmukha is Subramanya Swami with 6 heads. So there is a number being said, Pancha and Shat. So Pancha is 5, Shat is the 6. And Vasavadhyaha, Vasava is Indra. So Indra Patni is there worshipping Kamala, Lakshmi, Padmavati. And Indra is there to worship the Purushottama, that is Vishnu. So what are they doing? Vibhudaha, all gods have joined to Stuvanti, to praise, to make stotra of Mahavishnu Venkatesha, beginning from his top achievement. That's what Trivikrama. Trivikrama means covering the entire universe. So Balita, in Vamanavataram, he had the Vikrama. That 3 steps he covered the whole universe and pushed the Bali Chakravarti down into Patala. That you know. So that's why from then onwards, Vishnu came to be famous as Trivikrama. So Vikrama on the strides. 3 means 3. With 3 strides, he was able to envelop, pervade the entire universe, and one he reserved to push that he put his foot upon the head of Bali Chakravarti. Actually, when he occupied the entire land and power of jurisdiction of Bali Chakravarti, there was no place covered. Then Vishnu asks, Vamana asks, where I can put my 3rd step. Then Balichakravarti said, put it on my head. Even today, people say, suppose ఎక్కడ పెట్టాలి అని అడుగుతూ ఉంటే నా తల మీద పెట్టు అని కోపం పెడతారు. ಇನ್ನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನನ್ನ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡು ಅಂತ. ಅದು ಕೋಪದಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ when once your hand or your leg on the or on your head, that means you are liable to be pushed down of your own status. ಅದರಿಂದ ಬಲಿಚಕ್ರವರ್ತಿಗೆ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಲಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು and he pushed him down and removed him from the earth, so that all people living on the earth became happier. So that's what Vibhudaha Charitam Stuvanti. The story, the Puranam, Vishnu Puranam, everything is being recited by them. And moreover, he should know the calendar of the day. Vasara Suddhi, andrenu Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra, Karana, Yoga, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಪಂಚಾಂಗ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಪಂಚಾಂಗ ಜ್ಞಾನ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಮ್ಮ ನಾದವೇದ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಅವರು ಹಾಕ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೆಕೇಶನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬೇರೆಯವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ many people are dependent on our Nadaveda group. They want to know what is the day, what is the yoga, what is the karana, what is the year, what is that. So this is what exactly called as Vasara Suddhi. See, every Vasara, every day is good. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಈ ಗುಡ್ ಡೇ, ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಡೇ, ಗುಡ್ ಫ್ರೈಡೇ, ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಫ್ರೈಡೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ನೈಟು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾಟ್ ಸನಾತನ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಶುಭ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ, ಶುಭ ಯೋಗ, ಶುಭಕರಣ, ಏವಂ ಗುಣ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟಾಯಾಮ್ ಶುಭ ತಿಥೌ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಪುರೋಹಿತರು ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಹಿಸೆಸ್ ತದೇವ ಲಗ್ನಂ ಸುದಿನಂ ತಾರಾಬಲಂ ಚಂದ್ರಬಲಂ ತದೇವ ವಿಷ್ಣೋ ಅಂಘ್ರಿಯುಗಂ ಸ್ಮರಾಮಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ತದೇವ ಲಗ್ನಂ ಸುದಿನಂ ತಾರಾಬಲಂ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಈಸ್ ವಾಸರ, ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಈಸ್ ಶುದ್ಧಿ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ದಿವಸ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಆಗೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಅಶುದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಓನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೂ ಡಸ್ ದಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಂಚಾಂಗ ಶ್ರವಣಂ ಪರ್ ಡೇ? ಭಾಷಾಪತಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೃಹಸ್ಪತಿ. ಸೊ ಭಾಷಾ, ಭಾರತಿ, ಗೀರ್ವಾಣಿ, ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಶಬ್ದಗಳು. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇವತೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಪುರೋಹಿತರು ಯಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ಬೃಹಸ್ಪತಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಬೃಹಸ್ಪತಿ will read the Panchangam. So Panchanga Sravana is a very important thing per day. Actually on Ugadi day in our Bharat, we have a Panchanga Sravanam, a mark. With that we start and Panchanga Sravanam, and also the Shadrasopeta, Ugadi Pachadi ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಅದು ಸೇವನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯ. ಸೊ ಆ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯವನ್ನು ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಭಾಷಾಪತಿ. And moreover, in the next sloka, 7, you see Puga, Ishat Prafulla Sarasiru Hanari Kela, Puga Drumadi Sumano Harapalikanam, Avati Banda Mandamanilas Adivyagandhai, Seshadrisekhara Vibho, Tava Suprabhatam. So, these are all the puja dravyas. ಸೊ ಪೂಜಾ ದ್ರವ್ಯಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿದ್ಧ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಪುರೋಹಿತರು ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಏನ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಹೂವು ಅದು ಇದು ಅಂತ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ, ಅಯ್ಯ ನಾವು ಪೂಜಾ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಆದರೆ ದ್ರವ್ಯಗಳು ಏನಿದೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ದ್ರವ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಎ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರೀಫ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೋಸ್. What are the first one? Sarasiruham. That is the lotuses, not fully blossomed. Ishat prafulla. Prafulla andre blossomed. That's why you observe lotuses being sold or being brought or kept ready for the worship of God, not fully blossomed. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ we'll try to uncover, open up, unfold the flowers, the petals of the flower, and make it a full flower and offer to the feet of Paramatma. Therefore, it is called Ishat Prafulla, not fully blossomed, but a little. So, ಈ lotuses ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ a little blossom, ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥನು it must be matured, but ready to be opened up. So, Ishat Prafulla, then Sarasiruha means the lotus. They are all born in the lakes and ponds and all the Sarasiruha or water places. Narikela is the coconut, and Pugadruma. Puga is the nut, tambula nut. Pugadruma. And also you bring some, the puga along with this druma. That is popular in the Dakshina Kannada Jilla and all that. There are so many trees which will give us the nuts to us. Pugadruma, Adi, etc. And what are all these things? Manohara Palikanam. They are all Palikas ruling, providing happiness to the heart. ಈ ತೆಂಗಿನಕಾಯಿ, ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸು, and all this puja dravya, the very look itself will give us a great happiness. Puja dravya, Sumanohara, that's very much scent also is there. So there are puja dravyaಗಳ ಲಿಸ್ಟು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಪುರೋಹಿತರು ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ವ್ರತಕ್ಕೆ, ಈ ಹೋಮಕ್ಕೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ತುಂಬ ಆನಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ವಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ the Raghavendra Swami photo. Generally, in front of Raghavendra Swami sitting, you see a lot of puja dravyas. And then you see Swamiji, Guruji, Raghavendra sitting on that with all happiness and beautiful and attractive. And next to him, you see the Vrindavan. And after Vrindavan, on the top of Vrindavan, you see Narasimha Swami or Anjaneya and such divinities. And what do you mean by that? The puja dravya is the sadhana, and Raghavendra Swami is the guru, and Vrindavanam is our journey goal, and moksham, to get merged with Paramatma, is Lakshmi Narasimha Swami. Like that, that's the concept of drawing picture we are. So, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂಗ ಧ್ರುವ ಅತಿ ಸುಮನೋಹರ. ಬಟ್ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ there should be pleasantness and good atmosphere and weather. So, for that fine weather, right in the morning, ದಿವ್ಯಗಂಧೈಹಿ mandam anilaha avati. See, manda anila means cool breeze, not powerful wind. Galidevangiರೋ ಬಲಿ, Bala is very powerful. Nobody can stand before the air. So Vayu Vega, Vayu Balam, nobody can stand at. Therefore, but ದೇವ್ರ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ವಾತಾವರಣ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ, ಎ ಸಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, and atmosphere outside in the morning also will be pleasant. So that also, so under beautiful cool breeze that is coming, and that breeze is also sahadivya gandhaihi. When it comes up, when the air comes over the flowers, it will be divya gandha, flowers, water, and all those things. That's why in Tirumala, Tirupati Devasthanam, there is a board everywhere you see. ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಹೂವು ಹೆಂಗಸರು ಧರಿಸಬಾರದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಹೂವೆಲ್ಲ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮಂದೇ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ದೇರ್ in the uphills, all flowers belong to Venkatramana. That is the concept there, because women are not supposed to. But afterwards, as a prasadam from Bhagavan, one can wear, but not fresh flowers upon them. Anta board, because all flowers belong to Paramatma. And when the breeze comes out from the such beautiful flower plants and all that, it will be Divyagandhaihi Seshadrisekhara Vibho Tava Suprabhatam. Oh, Seshadrisekhara Vibho. So in this manner, you observe, I have covered today, and next month probably, last week of this month again we'll have an opportunity to sit before this Prabhatam, and we'll come to, so we are coming to understand at what atmosphere, at what what dravyas we have to come, and at what kind of people attending to worship, start worship, because the Paramatma or the important VVIP is only to make good for all that. Loka Kalyanam. So when he is doing good for all people, it is highly essential for all of us that we should have a darshan of this great God, Venkatramana, and pay regards to him, so that his eyes are closed, but his heart is open and his mind is open to protect one and all. So I think today we'll stop at this sloka number 7, where we see people. Next we see the description of the parrots. Then you see the music. Pleasant, soft music is being played that will really wake up and make the mind happy. The soft music in hospitals, in rice fields or in crop fields, and all that music makes everybody lovable. So that kind of musical atmosphere also is being marked, which is available in nature, because music is in the nature. The birds are the first singers. See, that's why the birds, trees, they're all first. Therefore, we call the word Shakuna Antari. Shakuna andre, birds, they are the astrologers also. Their kind of cry sounds will indicate the day's programming. And therefore, Koila and also Kaki. If the cuckoos sing, it's pleasant. If the crows crow, it's not pleasant. Anyway, so like that, the next slokas, we see the atmosphere so nice it is, up to 10. Though I have done already 10 slokas, but there are some new people here. So I'm just trying to have a review like the slokas, so that we understand at what atmosphere the Paramatma is being made up, wake up, and he cannot escape but get up. Sainotsava Admele, we got Suprabhata Seva. And after Suprabhata Seva, some other all Sevas will keep going on. And that's why even today, Nanatho Nanathas Sada Venkatesham Smarami Smarami. While we go down to the hills, we will say that ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ ಸಮೋ ದೇವೋ ನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಲವು ಅಂತ. ಈ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ವರ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗೆ ಸಮಾನವಾದ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ವಿಷ್ಣು. ದಟ್ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಇಸ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ದಿ ಅಂತಿಮೋ ದೇವ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮಂ you get to note down the complete features and personality and power and signification and also management for our lifestyles, wherever, however we are, everything is been. That's why our rishis are great. They know Laukikam, they know Adhyatmikam, they know Paralaukikam also. So that's why we have to pay attention for our Vedic literature, for the talk made by all the rishis. I stop here. Om Swasti. Sivalingaya, can you recite Santa Mantram?
Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahavidyankaravavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastama Vidvishavahe Om Shanti 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 Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyanta मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम शांति शांति शांतिः हरिः ओम तत्सतं सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु श्रीवासुदेवार्पणमस्तु श्रीवेदपुरुषाशीर्वादोऽस्तु ओम श्रीमातृचरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु ओम तत्सत् हरि ओम नमस्ते गुरु
हरि ओम धन्यवाद।